Paul, what will this look like in 3 months?
In 3 months, well, the first thing that's going to happen is nature abhors a vacuum. It's always going to be covered with something. Things are going to start growing in here. The bacteria and fungi are going to grow, but not only that, but you're going to have a weed flush and some other things coming, so there'll be a little bit of weeds. Then when I come through with the to subsoil it, it'll be kind of a little bit, you know, hills with little trenches where the shanks go through, and that'll all be done on the contour just like this is. Another one of the reasons for that is that way in the spring it's not totally flat. It's got a little contour to it, which is going to help it warm up earlier. The other thing, this trash that's on top right now, when I subsoil it, it's not going to be throwing soil over the top of it, so this trash on top is going to stay here, which we want to have on top of the soil.
So when you say trash, Paul, I don't see any soda cans or wrappers. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so this is what I mean by trash, all the organic matter that's on top. Farmers have a weird vocabulary. So anything like this on top is going to help to protect the soil. Even stuff like right here, you can see the broccoli stems from that crop I talked about that we harvested back in June and July. That kind of stuff is going to be on top. There's a couple of different ways I can use the rotavator over here. I can have it with the shields up so that all this material lands on top, or I can put the shields down so it buries it more.
So you also used, in part of your weird vocabulary, the word contours. Why don't you just make a nice straight line from one end of the farm to the other?
Okay, if you look at a map of our farm, there's hardly a square field on the farm. What we do is our fields, we try to fit our fields over the top of the topography of the soil, so that a row is going to be at the same height from one end to the other end to prevent erosion. And then when we go through with any of this tillage equipment and it makes little humps and dips like that, the water has to run across that to get down. It can't run down the rows, causing a lot of erosion.
So you've worked really hard this summer. Why not just wait until the spring after you've had a winter break to do all of this?
We have to be prepared the soil has to be in a certain state in the spring for us to be able to work it sooner. You know, you can do a lot of spring tillage, but you're not going to get the same results as doing fall tillage. One of the other things we're counting on during the winter is we're counting on the freeze-thaw cycles that happen that really help to break up the soil and make it easier to till in the spring. Because in the spring, if I can get by with 1 or 2 tillage passes in the spring, it's going to be a lot better for all the way around for everything.